So here we are, and man, she is talking about having a conversation with a WNBA official, and the official telling her, oh, this is going to be unbelievable. This is going to be like so and so's arrival. And Christine is literally like, oh, they are totally unprepared for what's coming their way. And talking about the Caitlin Clark effect. This is wild.
Sports journalism has revealed significant insights about professional basketball league readiness for major talent acquisition. Christine Brennan, an established women's sports reporter with extensive coverage experience, has documented these developments in her recent publication. Brennan's work, titled Regarding Clark and the Transformation of Women's Athletics, achieved bestseller status immediately upon release. The hardcover edition quickly gained widespread recognition and commercial success.
Los Angeles Sparks on Saturday evening. Head coach Stephanie White has guided her team to 3 straight wins, including a Commissioner's Cup championship victory over the Minnesota Lynx. Following that, the Fever crushed the Las Vegas Aces 81-54. Indiana is now 9-8 and sits third in the Eastern Conference, playing the second of 5 straight games at home. Love to see that homestand. However, the team received tough news Friday afternoon. Star guard Caitlin Clark was ruled out again for Saturday with a lingering groin injury. Clark has not played since logging 31 minutes.
Following the draft declaration announcement, Brennan contacted Senior League administration to gauge organizational awareness. Her inquiry about the significance of the incoming talent received an unexpected response, comparing the situation to a previous player's entry. The official referenced Maya Moore's arrival as the closest parallel to the anticipated impact. This comparison surprised Brennan, who recognized the vast difference in potential influence between the two situations. Moore, despite being a Hall of Fame talent and receiving Sports Illustrated recognition as women's basketball's greatest winner in 2017, maintained relatively limited mainstream visibility. Her exceptional abilities and accomplishments deserved recognition, yet her influence remained largely within existing basketball circles.
Effect. This is wild, indeed. The day after Caitlin Clark declared for the 2024 WNBA draft, USA Today sports columnist Christine Brennan made a phone call to a top official in the WNBA. Quote, "Do you know how big this is?" Brennan asked. That official said Clark's arrival was the biggest thing to happen to the WNBA since Maya Moore came into the league.
Brennan's reaction to the comparison revealed serious concerns about league preparation. The interaction demonstrated a fundamental misunderstanding of the approaching phenomenon's magnitude. The journalist recognized that the incoming talent would capture national attention far beyond traditional basketball audiences. Her extensive coverage experience provided perspective on the transformative potential that league officials apparently failed to grasp. This lack of preparation extended beyond individual conversations to organizational marketing strategies. Previous promotional materials featured league employees introducing the organization rather than utilizing the star power that could have maximized impact.
For Saturday with a lingering groin injury. Clark has not played since logging 31 minutes in a road game against Seattle on June 24th, the 7-day mark now. According to the Clark's player page on the official WNBA website, quote, Clark will miss a 5th straight game while recovering from a left groin injury. Even though the star guard went through some shooting drills during Friday's practice, it seems she's not ready to return to the hardwood yet. In her absence, Erin McDonald has stepped up. Kelsey Mitchell has been.
Marketing approaches suggested missed opportunities to leverage the incoming talent's popularity for broader audience engagement. Strategic positioning could have incorporated this player into comprehensive promotional campaigns. The anticipated impact would differ dramatically from previous player arrivals. While Moore represented excellence within established parameters, the new situation promised unprecedented mainstream crossover appeal. The transformation would exceed anything witnessed in contemporary women's sports. The scale of change would prove monumental, affecting attendance, viewership, and cultural relevance across multiple demographics.
Folks, Christine Brennan knew that answer right there was like, oh crap. They have no idea what's fixing to happen. And it sounds like from this article, the Indiana Fever weren't even prepared for how big this was going to be. So Brennan answered, "What? Wait, what?" Brennan was shocked. Maya Moore, a Hall of Famer.
Brennan's book details specific examples of immediate impact, including preseason attendance figures. A May 2024 exhibition game demonstrated the phenomenon's reality through concrete metrics. Venue staff accustomed to managing crowds for established professional teams expressed amazement at the turnout. Parking garage personnel noted unprecedented congestion typically associated with major league games. Security teams observed fans arriving hours before scheduled events, creating logistical challenges for preseason contests. The 14,000 attendance figure represented extraordinary engagement for exhibition play.
Chelsea Mitchell has been balling. Clark has appeared in 9 games this season and is averaging 18.2 across 33 minutes per game. The next game that we're targeting her for could be this upcoming Wednesday, July 9th, against the Golden State Valkyrie. But fortunately for us, they did link us with the official WNBA website, so I checked the website. And the website, though it's dated 7/3/2025, I'm not sure if they just don't acknowledge Independence Day. I'm not sure.
Academic perspectives provided additional context for the situation. Dr. Ryan Brewer, a finance professor specializing in valuations, conducted economic impact analysis that initially seemed impossible. Brewer's calculations required multiple verification attempts due to seemingly unrealistic figures. The financial implications for the league, host city, and broader economy exceeded conventional expectations. His academic credentials and reputation made the findings particularly significant. The staggering numbers reflected genuine transformation rather than temporary excitement. Harry Edwards, a prominent sociologist, suggested proactive measures for managing the transition. His recommendations included educational sessions for existing players about the changing landscape.
Hall of Famer was called, quote, the greatest winner in the history of women's basketball by Sports Illustrated in 2017. She was talented, beloved superstar in the league, and she deserved all the attention. But outside the league, Moore went virtually unnoticed. So Christine Brennan knew Caitlin Clark was not going to go unnoticed at all. Clark, she was going to capture the attention of an entire nation.
Edwards proposed that league leadership conduct seminars explaining how increased popularity would benefit all participants. These discussions could have addressed concerns about attention distribution and competitive dynamic. The suggestion emphasized preparation for demographic shifts in fan bases and media coverage. Understanding these changes could have helped players and staff adapt more effectively. League promotional strategies revealed organizational limitations. Marketing materials resembled minor league approaches rather than major professional sports campaigns.
They just don't acknowledge Independence Day. I'm not sure if whoever sets up their website is a day behind, but it confirms what that article says. Clark will miss a 5th straight game while recovering from a left groin injury, even though the star guard went through. I already read that to you guys, right? Now, to verify that 7-3 is really 7-4, I continue to scroll down, and the updates were in real time from what transpired today. They mentioned Friday's practice. They mentioned White not ready to comment on it. They mentioned Ari McDonald.
Production quality and presentation methods suggested inadequate preparation for mainstream audiences. Broadcasting standards and promotional content reflected limited resources and vision. These deficiencies extended throughout organizational operations, from advertising campaigns to media relations. The contrast with major sports leagues became apparent in various operational aspects. The phenomenon attracted viewers who previously showed minimal interest in women's basketball. Casual observation increased among demographics not traditionally engaged with the sport.
Captured the attention of an entire nation. Brennan had been covering Clark in the WNBA for years, and she could see it coming. This official clearly had no idea. Quote, that interaction tells you everything about the utter lack of preparation or even understanding by the league of what was coming. And she would go on to talk about her book, and she said, that's unfortunate.
Even skeptical observers acknowledge occasional viewing of games featuring emerging storylines, player performances, and team dynamics began capturing broader attention spans. While complete conversion to regular viewership remained limited, the expansion of casual interest represented significant progress. The foundation for sustained growth became visible through increased engagement. The situation.
They mentioned White not ready to comment on it. They mentioned Ari McDonald and how she's been playing. They mentioned Brianna Turner logging minutes in Thursday's game. They mentioned Michaela Timpson logging minutes in Thursday's game as well. Just so you can see how depressing and how terribly run this website is, take a look at the blurbs when it comes to Brianna Turner and Michaela Timpson getting minutes, right? Let's start with Michaela Timpson. This is really the egregious part. No disrespect, Brianna Turner, but the Timpson part is like, this has to be an AI bot. The number 19th overall pick in the 2025 WNBA.
The transformation demanded comprehensive approaches to fan engagement, media relations, and competitive presentation. Success required evolution beyond traditional operational methods. Brennan's documentation revealed significant preparation gaps within professional basketball administration. The comparison to previous player arrivals demonstrated fundamental misunderstanding of the approaching phenomenon's scale. League officials appeared unprepared for the magnitude of change that would accompany the new talent. This lack of readiness extended from individual communications to organizational marketing strategies.
And she said, that's unfortunate, but that's what happened. So the league was completely unprepared, which also tells you, and I could tell by their marketing last year. Remember, they had the lady, I've talked about this before. They haven't run this commercial this year, but they had a lady that worked for the league in a commercial telling you about the WNBA and introducing it. And I said, okay, the league doesn't know what they're doing marketing-wise, because Caitlin Clark would have been the one hosting.
The situation represented both opportunity and challenge for women's professional sports. Proper preparation could have maximized positive outcomes while minimizing transitional difficulties. Academic analysis confirmed the extraordinary nature of the impact, with financial implications exceeding typical expectations. The numbers supported observations about unprecedented transformation in women's athletics. Future success would depend on organizational adaptation to new realities. The phenomenon demanded professional approaches matching the scale of attention and opportunity it created.
Pick in the 2025 WNBA draft made her 10th appearance of the season Thursday due to the lopsided score. That's how you know these people don't watch the games. They don't watch the games. They don't know the games. They don't watch them transpire. Michaela Timpson was in the game in the first quarter at the 2.5-minute mark, if memory serves me correct. Before the game was lopsided and got out of hand and we beat down the Las Vegas Aces, Michaela Timpson was already in the game. So what did they say?
Recent reports indicate Caitlin Clark has been designated as unavailable for Saturday's contest due to ongoing groin complications. Initial information surfaced through various online sources before official confirmation from the Indiana Fever organization. The franchise's social media channels initially remained silent on the matter, creating uncertainty about the star player's availability. Official documentation confirms Clark's absence marks the 5th consecutive game missed while managing a left groin injury. Despite participating in shooting exercises during Friday's practice session, medical staff determined she requires additional recovery time. The injury originally occurred during a road matchup against Seattle on June 24th, establishing a 7-day timeline for her absence.
They're doing marketing-wise, because Caitlin Clark would have been the one hosting that video, introducing fans to the WNBA. That in itself, and I said I would have her in every piece of WNBA propaganda that could possibly, that there would possibly be. She would be on everything. Clark's entrance to pro basketball would be nothing like Maya Moore's. Clark would be bigger, more monumental, more earth-shattering, and game-changing than anything that.
Statistical records show Clark has participated in 9 contests this season, averaging 18.2 points across 33 minutes per game. Team management targets Wednesday, July 9th against the Golden State Valkyries as a potential return date, though this remains tentative pending further medical evaluation. The Indiana Fever have demonstrated improved performance during Clark's absence, securing 3 consecutive victories, including a Commissioner's Cup championship against the Minnesota Lynx. The team subsequently dominated Las Vegas 81-54, establishing their current 9-8 record and third-place standing in the Eastern Conference. This success occurs during a favorable 5-game homestand.
Beat down the Las Vegas Aces. Michaela Timpson was already in the game. So what did they say? Hey, ChatGPT, write something about Michaela Timpson playing against the Las Vegas Aces on July 3rd. And boom, this is what ChatGPT spit out. So not only do they have the dates wrong, they have the actual facts of the matter wrong. But that's no surprise, folks. I'm just letting you know. If you don't see Caitlin Clark play tomorrow, don't be surprised. If by the time I put this video out, the Indiana Fever announce it, don't be surprised. If they wait till tomorrow to announce it, I hate to say it 3 times in a row, don't be.
However, concerns arise regarding the accuracy of official league documentation. The WNBA website contains multiple factual errors, including incorrect dates and misleading game descriptions. Specifically, information about rookie Michaela Timpson's playing time contains inaccuracies, suggesting automated content generation rather than genuine game observation. The website incorrectly states Timpson entered due to lopsided scoring when she actually played meaningful minutes from the first quarter.
More monumental, more earth-shattering, and game-changing than anything that happened in modern-day women's sports. The so-called Caitlin Clark effect would be monstrous, potent, and it would be real. Quote, how did the WNBA not see this coming? Said Brennan. One of the reasons for having so badly mismanaged Caitlin Clark's arrival in the WNBA is because did they truly not believe this was going to happen to the WNBA? Were they so regular?
ESPN analyst Carolyn Peck has promoted a controversial narrative suggesting Indiana performs better without Clark. During recent commentary, Peck argued the team becomes more dangerous when Clark sits due to her ball-dominant playing style. She praised the offensive versatility created by Kelsey Mitchell and Aaron McDonald's perimeter play, combined with Aaliyah Boston's interior presence.
To announce it, I hate to say it 3 times in a row, don't be surprised. Carolyn Peck. Oh, goodness, Carolyn Peck. What do we have to say about the Indiana Fever being a more dangerous team without Caitlin Clark? We knew this narrative was coming. As soon as the team started looking better, as soon as the team started playing better, making shots, playing defense, gelling a bit more, we knew they would say what? Well, all of this is taking place because Cece's not there. Without Caitlin Clark, this team is much better. The Hatelins, as
Peck's analysis contains factual errors, including incorrectly identifying Mitchell as a point guard. Her credibility faces scrutiny given previous controversial statements, particularly her support for Angel Reese over Clark for Rookie of the Year. Honors based on efficiency metrics and net rating statistics. Statistical analysis reveals significant flaws in the better without Clark narrative. During the season's first 4 games with Clark, the team posted a net rating of 11.9. Without Clark, this metric dropped dramatically to 0.6. Following Clark's return from quad injury, the net rating improved to 5.5 across 5 games, then increased to 11 as she regained full health.